the nymph goddess. She is also a sea-born Aphrodite. So Aphrodite, who is the goddess of love, which Oshun is the goddess of love, is also aspect of Nemesis. Nemesis. And so, it says that this is the key right here. It says it is possible that the Greek origin transpired when the Persians conquered after invading Greece. So it's you go another thing with the Persian aspect of this thing here. The Greeks, they said there's an island, they left behind a block of marble with the goddess carved in a statue of Nemesis. So in so many words, they're talking about Nemesis, but it's an actual goddess. It's an actual goddess that they're talking about here, a goddess of retribution. I said, well, hell, that's Maya. That's Maya. Now, Jeremiah talks about the star of retribution. That's what it was. And he said it was the star Sirius, which is also called the star of retribution, and that was in Natural Genesis. Volume, I don't know if it's volume 1 or 2, Natural Genesis. He talks about Natural Genesis. You got that? The star of retribution. The star of retribution. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, after 90 years, it's still probably the greatest work on Egypt is the 6 volumes of Jeremiah's Natural Genesis, Book of the Beginnings. Book of the Beginnings, Natural Genesis, and Ancient Egypt, Light of the World. But you can get the $14 Jeremiah's lectures also. But it would be in the star of retribution would be in Natural Genesis. But we knew that there was also one of the 7 laws. One of the laws of the universe was retribution. But here it is, it's a damn goddess. And it's connected with Aphrodite. Now it's interesting here because Aphrodite in the book Isis, they talk about Aphrodite, Astarte, Ishtar, and Aset Isis. It's all connected together. And now you got Nemesis, that's a form of Aphrodite, which is all that Maya complex. So we're talking about a retribution. And so this whole complex of the whole Osirian, the Oshun thing coming back is also a Nemesis type character also. But Natural Genesis would be the book that talks about that retribution also. Give me some questions. Somebody else said, yeah, you had your hand. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, in the movie, the trees were the ancestors in the Lord of the Rings, but you know the Africans talk about the trees bearing certain spirits, and they would go and feed the trees, and he talks about how the Africans would put milk and put stuff down to the trees and stuff, and the white man would come up and say, you stupid African, the tree can't eat that. And he was like, I know the physical tree can't eat that, but its spirit takes on this energy, and the spirit eats it. So it's about the same as this altar up here. Now, this is very interesting because there was a brother named Bill Lilly from New York. Real interesting character. You might hear me talk about him from time to time in my lectures. And when I used to go to New York, I used to hang out with Bill Lilly. And he said that he had a group or whatever, and they went out, and he would say, I gotta go visit my ancestor, I gotta go visit my buddy or my girlfriend or something. And there was a tree downtown New York, and he would go to that tree, stand up there and hug that tree and talk to that tree. And he said, no, y'all gotta wait up for a minute now. I gotta go over here to another block and visit this tree. So the concept was they would tell him to pick out a tree and go to the tree and commune with that tree as if you was going to visit an actual ancestor or whatever. What's that?
In Carlos Castaneda's book, John 1 told him how those slow-moving or non-moving entities like trees and rocks and mountains have a different vibratory frequency, but they do have awareness. So they are the storehouse and the repository of a lot of knowledge. And you got to be aware enough to be able to access that. You know, so that's also part of the trees being our ancestors.
Yeah. Well, Pocahontas, as well as the movie the Princess Mononoke, it talks about the ancestors of the trees. And that was the warriors, the Zulu wars went to war with the British. They talk about that too. They had all this drugs and stuff that they would get on and would go and fight the British and kill up the British and stuff like it was like Supermen and stuff. Well, acacia, I know the acacia wood was real sacred in ancient Kemet, which that's where they learned how to build these chests of Osiris that later on became the Ark of the Covenant. It was all based on acacia wood and all that too. Does they still have acacia wood though? Yeah, because I know that you remember the students in 1968 at the University of Chicago built an Ark of the Covenant. Based on, they built one and it was so powerful it started thundering and lightning and shit, and the government came in there and made them tear it down in 1968. So remember that Ark of the Covenant it's not synonymous to Hebrew. It was the training in Egypt that they dealt with all that. That's in the book The Sign and the Seal, Graham Hancock. Yeah, it's, you know, just about all the major universities is into all of that, yeah. You know. Give me some questions. What's that?
I have a question about the altar. When you build an altar for food, how long do you let it stay there? What do you do?
What I do is usually I put the food there and all, and I let it stay there until I see it. You know, some of the food, like the fruit, stays a long time. The bananas and stuff, and they stay a long time and stuff. And the fruit and the sweets and stuff can stay a long time. The food actually, it starts to, you can see it starts to wilt or it starts to mold and stuff in a couple of days, and you just replace it like that and stuff. You go by it and see, you can go and just look on the altar and see what needs replacing or whatever.
So when you take it off, you throw it away?
Yeah, you throw that away, the stuff that's on. Yeah, you mostly throw if the altar in your house, you mostly throw it away after you, you know, you get through with it or whatever. I know I do. You know, some of the fruit and stuff, you know, the enzymes in it, you can go and, you know, if it's been two weeks, the enzymes are still good and you can juice all of that stuff and it's probably real powerful coming off the altar. Yeah, stuff that's, you're going to deal with fruits. You know how it's getting to the point where it's drying up a little bit, but the enzymes in it still makes good juice. And if you juice that stuff, you really get some power out of being on a goddess altar all that time. Now you put it in that cup. If I put it in that cup, I can put that liquor in the cup on a Monday, and I can go in there on a Wednesday, and it'd be damn near gone. She drinks the shit out of it. You know, she really gets funky on that. As a matter of fact, she drunk so much until hell, I didn't have no more to give before I left out. I said, well, your ass just gonna have to damn get in where your fucking ass fit in. Well, nigga was broke too. You know, and stuff, so shoot, I barely had money to catch the train to get to the airport.
Are you sure that wasn't evaporation?
No, ain't no evaporation. No, she drinks that. No, man, this shit is real. Ain't no evaporation. She drinks that stuff, man. The reason why I know that and stuff, because I pulled some other liquor in another altar, and it's the same day, and come back a week, hers is going in the other altar. The stuff is still up there. No, she drinks that stuff. You know, as a matter of fact, I know this for a fact. That's when I really know it's not evaporation, because the Sister Deborah back in 2000 was just taking that regular Bacardi, and she put a bottle up there, and it stayed up there open for damn near a month, and they didn't drink none of the shit. And she went back and took that Myers and put it up there, and they drank that shit within a couple of days, and she had the Bacardi sitting up there for months. No, they drink it. She drinks the hell out that shit. And because our one sister, she got several altars in her house, and she said, but when she put Oshun altar, she go back up in there and it be empty. It be empty. So I know they drink it. You know, she drinks the hell out of it. I can't fill the shit up fast enough for her lush ass. Yeah. And like I said, and how I know is because I got other liquor in the house from some other altar, and it still be there. I told her the same day. What's that?
You know how you was making reference to like Jack and Bean Thought and all that?
Yeah.
There's a movie out. Well, it might be on video now, but it's called Darkness Fall.
Yeah, we saw a little bit in the theater.
Yeah. It tripped me out how it was the whole story. Like, I'm thinking it's about some murderous mystery thing going on up in the mountains somewhere. And it was a murderous mystery, but the whole concept was based on the truth there.
You know? Yeah. We saw the first part of it. We didn't get to see the whole movie.
When I went in to see the movie, I asked the lady how it was, and she said, oh, it was good. You really don't want to miss the very beginning.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they always say that. I sat my daughter down, went and got something, some snack on, comes back and she's sitting there with her coat already. It's 5 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, they show that. Yeah, we saw that part. Yeah. Yeah, but I gotta check it out again because I didn't see the whole thing. Another movie you need to go see that coincides with this war is The Four Feathers. It's on video. It's a dynamite movie, The Four Feathers. Because this movie is talking about the same people that was rebelling in Britain and rebelling and stuff, saying, why the hell we gotta go to war? And this guy just questioned the queen. It was set in the 1800s, and they gave him 4 feathers as a coward, and he wasn't. And all the British guys with the one was getting killed over there with the Arabs.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy went over there to bring back to make sure that some of his friends who went to war didn't get killed, and he had to hook up with Yaman Hunsoon, the African, which was called Abu.
Right.
And Abu is Labu. And that's the only way he lived over there is through that African. Right. You gotta get that movie, The Four Feathers. It is dynamite. It drops hard up in there and stuff. The Four Feathers. Set in the 1800s. It came out right before right at the time when they started the declaring war and was signing stuff for war in October. You got to get that movie.
The same African in that movie was the same African in the Gladiator.
Gladiator and Armistead.
Right.
Yeah, the noble savage is what they call that African. He was in there, but in actuality, he was the guide in Gladiator, and he was the guide also in The Four Feathers. You gotta see that movie.
Right.
Give me some more questions. What's that?
Yeah, the brother that comes to that person, he put up a pregnancy. You think Bush's time not to make it out of office? You think the war in Iraq might have something to do with that?
No. Well, he still got some more to go. So. So you never know. It could very well be that, when this thing jump off, he would be the sitting president, so he'd be one to catch the scunion. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's bigger than just the actual Native American curse. But then again, it's never gone wrong because even Bush, even the whole concept of Reagan dying in office, and that could very well have been a clone. You know, they've been having clones since 1945, so, you know, that whole concept, because this, well, the first thing about the clone is that it loses its mind with the Alzheimer's and stuff like that. You see that happen with Reagan and stuff. He gone. So who knows how that might, still ain't over yet, so, yeah.
I was told that the actual or real Ronald Reagan was dead the day after the inauguration.
Who knows how the thing goes? I just know that if it wasn't in, they said it damn sure died when they shot him.
Right.
And it was a clone and all that kind of thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Give me some questions. Yeah. Well, when you find out, go ahead, sister.
You know, I've known the concept of sharing food, having a small plate for the ancestors.
Yeah.
At dinner or, you know, during
Yeah.
the holiday meal or birthday party
Yeah.
with the family. But when you do the altars, I was looking at the cookies and the,
Yeah.
you know, the bananas and things, and saying, you know, should I eat some of these too when I'm fixing it? What's the concept in terms of the ritual as to how we share?
Well, you buy her, the first thing it is you buy her what she likes, and she likes all the sweets and all that.
Yeah.
But she's a goddess of food. So she also likes what you cook. You can fix her, it ain't nothing to fix a little salsa or whatever type thing. Like I fixed some curry the other day, and my curry is hell, and she was like, whoa! The other sister, Kimberly, was talking to her, and she was like, oh! She was actually chanting, going through the sister and using the sister's voice to see how she felt about it. So you can do that and stuff. The stuff that you like and you enjoy, you would actually feed to her too. She loves that, and she gets stronger and stronger also. She gets stronger and stronger.
Bobby, when you prepare food at home, you eat some of what you prepare for her.
No, I prepare for me to eat, and I'll give her some. You see what I'm saying? I just give her some of what I'm eating. I think if it's good enough for me to taste, I know she's gonna enjoy the shit. And I give her what I'm eating, and also, but I buy what she wants too, and she likes a lot of bananas, fruits, and different things, yellow foods and stuff, yellow grits, eggs, anything yellow she likes also, with yellow fruits and stuff like that too. But she likes seafood too. She likes shrimp and fish and stuff like that also. You know, yeah. What's that? She likes perfume. And yeah, go ahead.
I have an issue with water. I have an issue with, I have a problem with, I've been performing lesser damage in the middle pillar. And I noticed that, like my one house, I have bought, it got to the point where my water was going to drip. And I couldn't turn it all the way off. You know what I'm saying? And my bill got to like, water bill, like $976.
Yeah.
When I moved back to the east side, in the basement, I was putting the same ritual back. Like about a month or so ago, the basement was flooded. I was just trying to make a connection with this basement. When they came out to unclog it, you know, they was like, well, it's not in the basement. It must be out in the yard or something like that. Maybe it's a wood, you know,
yeah, right.
or something, right? But the thing is, that particular house, my parents been living there for like 5 or 6 years. They've never had that kind of problem, especially in the basement. So I'm just figuring if I didn't seal something off concerning the water, or you know, what do you think that might be? Can I get with O'Shea? Can I get with O'Shea?
I think you need to get with a goddamn plumber. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think you need to get with a goddamn plumber. I don't even think you should even use these gods on something as bullshit as a goddamn house. You see what I'm saying, man? They ain't coming up there to paint your shit for you. Shit, man. Get a goddamn plumber, man. I mean, why you even want to use them for a fucking ass house? Burn the motherfucker down. I don't know. I mean, that shit really ain't important. at all. You know, use for a damn old ragged ass house, man. You know, get a fucking snake and snake the roots out of it. That's basically, you know what I'm saying, like that and all. But I be honest with you, man, it's a waste of damn time to use this shit on some old bullshit ragged ass inanimate objects.
And actually, what I was asking you is, I'm asking you, is it possible that something went wrong with
Oh.
the rich?
That's why.
Yes, that can actually happen. Yes, I see. Yeah, that can actually happen. It can.
And manifest with all this water.
Yeah, that can actually happen.
Yeah.
Something like that. No, you can. Yeah, I see what you. Yeah, it could. You saying as a result the house thing? Yes, it could. It could. But I'm just saying the whole concept here is you got to ask yourself when you do these rituals. Are you doing these rituals as a game in the aspect of just to see what happens? But is there an intent or why you're doing it? It has to be some type of origin. You see what I'm saying? A motive why you would do an actual ritual and all. You know what I'm saying? Actual ritual. You know what I'm saying? Like that and all. So that's one of the keys and stuff like that. You know, always have a motive why you do it. What is the ultimate goal here? You see what I'm saying? What is the ultimate goal here?
Well, I was putting those rituals down to actually cleanse the environment.
Oh.
You know, like when I got, especially when I got back on the east side, you know what I'm saying, I put that down the streets of innovation. So I wanted to like cleanse the environment with my basement started flooding.
That was the cleanse.
Yeah, well, you did. I guess you cleansed it with the damn water. Well, you already saying it. Maybe you just needed to get you some damn what you call the leaf get you some sage. And maybe the ritual was too powerful for just a cleansing. You could have saged it out. You know what I'm saying, on that level. You know, that might have been what happened.
Right.
What's that?
Now, what does the food disappear too, like the liquor?
No, it'll just go bad. You know what I'm saying? But she gets the essence off the food. She gets the essence from the food like this. When you eat food, the same amount of time you eat the food, she does it. She does it and stuff like that and all. So, no, it won't disappear like the liquor. But she has been known to, if you got some jewelry, and she likes that jewelry, she's been known to take that off your hand. Thin air. You know what I'm saying? Because she likes jewelry. You know, she's been known to take that off your hand. And different things about it. It's something that she got to have.
She gonna take it.
Yeah, you know, she got to have and all, you know. She'll do it. What's that?
I notice sometimes, but I don't really pay much attention. Appliances would just cut off, like the TV's on, it's just cut off.
Oh, that was going to very well be spirits.
Cuts off.
Yeah, those could very well be spirits. My brother get a lot of that activity in the house, and it's my grandmama again. You know, old school teachers never died. They just lose their class. She's still around, so she cut on and off the TV all the time. You know, yeah. She cut that on all the time. You know, so I'm quite sure it could very well be a spirit. It could very well be a spirit. What's that, sister? Uh-huh.
You drank the alcohol and you spit it out. Is that part of the ritual?
Yeah, that also purifies the room. That's why we can go as long as we go. Also, that's a part of, you know, bringing the environment and all, you know, that also too. You can do it that way. Huh?
Yeah, you was talking about the gangster rappers and all. Do you think they gonna stop rappers from rapping and why is everybody so hard on them? Why are they jumping on?
Well, number one, the rap thing backfired on them. They had the conscious rap in the early 90s, so they wanted to go in. Do everything but the conscious rap, and they tried to dog them out based on trying to make it thuggish, and then they tried to do some other thing in the bling bling and the money and all this kind of thing here. But the rap was so strong that it literally is the only music that ever took over the entire world. You know, rock and roll, R&B, none of that never took over the entire world. Rap is in fucking South Africa, Kenya, Japan. Rap is the most powerful music as far as that took over the entire world.
Right.
Hip hop. Bar none. They got motherfuckers in Russia. Hip hopping.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so they are concerned about that. They got a whole hip hop culture. When I say culture, I'm not talking about a person that's just into the music. I'm talking about a people that live their lives
Based on that.
based on hip hop. And I'm talking about a whole hip hop culture that's white.
Right.
They got a whole white culture now all across the United States. I've seen this shit. Now I know the white man got to be scared. They got a whole white culture. They don't think 1 minute outside of hip hop music.
Right.
Their mannerisms, their voice, everything, they live it to the core. White girls and white boys. And I know this shit got scared the shit out of their parents. Because they done looked up and said, goddamn, the niggas has got our children. Because I was in one of these stores
Eminem.
to buy these, because I collect albums. I got thousands and thousands of albums. And I'm in one of these stores to buy some soul music, some 70s funk, because I know that the hip-hop place got all that, because that's what they make hip-hop from.
Right.
So I'm getting the ones and twos, because I got everything, but the one little unique album, I'm up in the store, and I'm looking at the stuff, and I'm just swear I'm in a black store, because all the language that's going on around me is all black and the lingo and stuff, and I just know I'm in a black store, and I look up, and I'm the only black person in the damn store. And it's a whole hip-hop culture. So this shit done, you talking about rising up from the ashes, this is the most phenomenal thing of the world. This shit is taking this shit from coast to coast.
For sure.
You go to Hawaii, you go to the Fiji Island, some motherfucker is hip-hopping. This shit is in Russia, it's in Iceland. It's the greatest phenomenon ever hit the planet. And so this thing is done, it's taken a whole generation of their children. They might have been punk rock, they might have been grunge and all that shit in the early 90s and going on back. They always had their alternative heavy metal. No, them motherfuckers from a baby to 30 is not all hip hop.
Right.
That shit, that shit is white the whole planet.
It's chaos music.
That shit is all over. I was amazed, man. I was amazed. I felt like Lawrence Welk up in that goddamn store. All white people.
Scary shit up.
Scary stuff. What's that, sister?
That has affected all of the kids today, so it's changed education. So what does that mean for, what does it mean for the kids?
Well, it's called the apocalypse culture. You have to accept it because it's a part of the fabric now. It's a part of the fabric now. But then again, on the other hand, it also means it's destructive on one aspect, but then again, on the other aspect, it's creative, and you got a different breed of black person that just don't take no shit. So one thing is, it's a counter thing and all, but there's always elements up in there that you got to look at it and stuff and just say, you know, it's a spirit thing because it just took over America. So you know what I'm saying and all? It just took over America. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's to try to maintain within the structure, because it ain't going away. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't beat them, join them. What's that? Mm-hmm.
So do you think you lost the rhythm that you had with the...
Oh, no doubt about it. The mainstream R&B has suffered. And it has suffered. Because unfortunately, a lot of the creativity now is leaving the rap because they're getting so repetitious about it. You know, they're getting and some of the original, the way we went about creating music is lost because they ain't taking music appreciation or nothing in class. So the creativity is not there in some particular aspect. And there was so much you can do by biting somebody else's sounds. You got to come with something new. And so if we're not seeing a lot of that happening now, so it did affect. See, but that's not based on rap. That's the government said, well, look, we got the rap going now, we can phase out R&B. So they stopped that.
But all of the old musicians,
Mm-hmm.
they're back.
Yeah, they are doing the old thing, but there's nothing being created new. So they took a progression where things was being created and they stopped that. There's, you know, they'll get there now. It's amazing how everybody's working. All the old musicians are working.
See, but that's also keeping the generational divide. Because
Yeah.
my generation don't like rap, and the young folks don't like R&B to that extent.
Yeah.
So we ain't coming together on the
They're
same.
not coming, and so that's a government thing. And what they did was, and the way they was able to bridge that gap. Now, how they was able to widen the gap was to make sure that the R&B programs suffer in the music industry. It's not the rapper's fault. It was a government thing to say, okay, now we got the rap going. Now let's cut this R&B out.
Actually, right around the late 90s, Death Row was making a move because Dre used all the same musicians from George Clinton and the Parliament.
Yeah, sure did.
And they had Roger Troutman, and they had him, and when they broke up Death Row and stopped that whole Tupac
And
thing,
killed Roger Troutman.
killed Roger Troutman.
Yeah.
They broke up. No,
The
that's
good
what
part about it,
separated
because Roger
the
Troutman had the
R&B.
sound that he was bridging that gap. The good thing about it, Blackstreet.
Right.
Now, Teddy Riley is picked up that voice decoder.
Right.
He got that shit now.
Right.
The good part about it is, you know, but Roger Troutman was bridging that gap, and you know, with that type of thing here, you know, and stuff. Well, how much time you got left?
No time.
Or you got to get out now, man. Put me out. Okay. Oh, so. But anyway, I enjoyed you. How many hours you take?
9 hours on tape.
You get another hour? Okay. Shit, okay, that's a good record.
And if you get a chance,
No, that's
come
not a
by.
record, but that's good for these days.
Come by the temple of Atiba. You know, it's not like I'm some great guru or trying to be evil. I'm sharing the knowledge with everyone. Everybody got plenty of opportunity to talk, give their ideas and opinions on stuff, and we coming together on things. Because what you tell me will help me grow. You being there, your vibe will help me grow. And the things that the temple members do help each other grow. That's what it's about, you know. Temple meets at my house, 1695 West Boston, from 10 to 12 every Saturday morning. West Boston. If you're a temple member, it's $25 a month. If you're not, it's $10. You know, every time you come.
We still on?
Yeah.
Well, we enjoyed it.
And except for the first Saturday of the month, we meet that evening at the Black Stock Community Bookstore from 7 to 9:30.
In the morning?
In the evening.
Do you carry any of those books?
Oh, no. No, I'm not a bookstore. I do lectures and I sell videos.
I'm talking about the Black Star, but they
I don't work for them. Oh, but my videos will be at the Black Star. I don't work for them. So you can go up there and get some.
All right then. Well, we enjoyed you. It's been a great conference. It's been a great conference. It's a great record set for the conference on the last thing. 9 hours. 9 hours.